somebody asked me on my blog, I have got this problem with my anorexia. Whenever I'm underweight, I like my body, and I feel well with myself, but I know it's not healthy for my body, so with the help of my nutritionist, I gain weight and I get to my set point weight. But when I get to my set point weight, I don't like my body, I'm sad and nervous, so I start restricting again, and I go underweight. Whenever I'm underweight, go back to the beginning and read all this several times, and it's my life in the last 6 years. How can I like my body when I have my set point weight? How can I break this vicious cycle? And people ask me a lot about breaking the vicious cycle, so I thought I would just give a brief video about it, even though I had already answered it basically in response and essay form on my blog. I basically said that the problem could be an obsession with numbers. Shouldn't be so much about the weight as it should be about being healthy and well. And I asked this person if there's any way that she can stop knowing the number, get rid of a scale, and let your nutritionist weigh you, but don't let her tell you what the weight is. And that way you'll know how well you're doing, and she'll obviously know. And you'll know if you're gaining or losing, but you won't have to start feeling badly about yourself when a certain number comes into play, because you'll be unaware of it. And I know that's a really hard thing to do, but it can be so helpful, especially in the beginning. And it doesn't mean that one day you won't be able to get on a scale again and be okay with yourself, but perhaps for the time being it might be the healthiest form of action. I know a lot of the time we start to feel unhappy with our bodies as we know the number goes up and up. And if you simply start looking healthy, maybe you won't hate it as much if you don't see a number on a regular or frequent basis. You won't be able to dictate how your day is going to be based on what you see in the morning on a scale. And part of the reason you like your body when you're underweight could be because you know you are underweight. And that in itself is not healthy. It sounds like part of the reason that you dislike your body when you get to your set weight is because you know you've reached your set weight. So that's scary for you, but if you don't have this set weight number in your mind and you don't know that you've reached it, you just know that you are looking healthy and you're looking good, then it doesn't matter so much. And maybe it's a number you never wanted to be, this set weight. So that's why it's freaking you out so much. I think that's probably a big part of it for a lot of people. Stop thinking of your set weight as a number. Get rid of the numbers in your life. Realize that being healthy is the only way you can live your life. Happiness may not immediately follow being healthy. Some people will tell you that it does, but that's not always the case. You can even prepare yourself for being unhappy when you've reached that set weight. But the unhappiness, won't last if you try to accept the set weight and do not allow yourself to restrict. You have the willpower, and you have to understand that you may not like gaining weight. Many people don't. But you have to do it anyway for a time. You have to tell yourself, I hate this, but I'm going to do it anyway. And the rest will follow. It is much easier to keep your mind happy and healthy if your body is healthy too. And if you're a set weight for a short period of time, weeks, a few months, before you begin restricting and turning to old ways, it's simply not enough time to adjust your healthy weight and come to terms with everything that surrounds it. You never give yourself that chance. You are robbing yourself of progression. You cannot progress in recovering if you keep sabotaging yourself. It might take a lot of pain and tears and frustration, but if you can allow yourself to stick with the healthy weight for longer than you have been doing, you may find that things don't stay as difficult as you found them to be. Often when we're underweight, we are happy with our appearance, but we're not really happy in all things. What you want is total happiness, not just happiness with a body you're forcing into a lower than natural weight. And I know that the cycle continues almost without you realizing it. Believe me, I've been there. But in order to break it, you have to be conscious. Extremely conscious. You have to make yourself stick with it. Employ the assistance of your nutritionist, your therapist, your significant other, your family members, your best friend, whoever it might be for you, whatever it takes. And when you hit the healthy weight, you know what will happen, because you've done it many times before, so you know what to look for, you know what to stop. This is a strength, not a weakness. Turn your thinking around. It's not all about a number. The weight is silly. Focus on being healthy and forget the scale. There are professionals who can monitor your weight for you right now without you having to do so. Good luck!